but they just don't know.
What I told you, Cutter.
People seen it, but they just don't know. People seen it, but they just don't know.
Huh?
People,
Let's go.
people seen it, but they just don't know. People seen it, but they.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Icon. We're here on 910 Sports TV once again. You know what I'm saying? Season 1, episode 7. We're in the building. First and foremost, want to thank God for this opportunity to be able to come on here to have this great show to talk about great topics and to have my partner in crime, Mr. Dallas Cowboys himself. As you can see in the background, like he got something Texas in the background, my man Jacob the Great. What's going on, fam?
Man, what up, man? Glad to be in the land of the living, man, and ready to get into this heavy dose of sports media.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, man, listen, man, before we even get started, I just want to say this, man. To see LeBron James in year 22 to still be getting high number triple doubles. It's one thing to get 10, 11, and 10 or, some low number triple double. You know what I mean? Like Charles Barkley said, those don't count when they be that low. But when you get 32, 14, and 10, that's prime LeBron, that's prime Magic, that's prime, even Russell Westbrook type numbers when you talking about those type of triple doubles. And to do it in year 22 in a game like last night when you're going against a team that you hadn't beaten in like a couple of years in Sacramento, you know what I mean, or whatever, that was huge last night. I just want to give that man his praise because I see a lot of people bashing the man about other stuff. And I told somebody earlier today, and I said it on my Facebook page. I said, if you look at Kobe, you look at Kareem, you look at Vince Carter, you look at CP3, they weren't doing this in year 20 on a regular basis. And that's not taking nothing away from them. I'm just throwing out players that played that long that was great who wasn't doing this. And so you could say PEDs all day long, but it's like calling somebody a snitch. If you don't have proof or you don't have paperwork, then shut up talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. Let's get into the first topic, whatever you want to talk
about. I guess the first topic that I want to talk about in NCAA collegiate football and how I think that Shedeur is putting the whole NFL on notice. I think that he's a player and he has three great receivers, man, and I think all of them is going to go to the NFL. And my thing is, I'm wondering how Deion is going to maneuver after that cash that he has right now leaves.
I'm with you on that. I think about that every time I see them play, because the thing about it is they have two players that basically is better than everybody else almost every time they go on the field, and that's Shedeur Sanders and that's Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is just straight up different. For you to be able to play almost every snap on both sides of the ball and play at a supreme high level where you getting touchdowns on one end and shutting down the best receiver and sometimes getting interceptions on the other end is ridiculous to me. But I'm with you because I'm looking at like somebody like Florida State and I'm like, I wonder if Deion would be saying to himself now that, if I go to Florida State, with my name, will I be able to get better recruits and be able to kind of do what I need to do? So that's kind of the thing I'm looking at now at this point is, should he look to go to somewhere like Florida State, being that Florida State had a bad season, if they decide to move on from that coach? You know what I mean? Or what, how college football is. You go to the national championship or have great season one year, and the next season they're trying to let you go. So but I'm with you on that. Like, I'm watching Shedeur Sanders, and between him and Cam Ward, the one thing he has over Cam Ward that's a little bit better is he's a little bit more accurate. Like he throws passes like out of the pocket, in the pocket, whatever, on point almost every time. Like he's very seldom off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's very
I can appreciate Cam Ward, but I just ain't see him come up through the ranks. I just ain't been watching him for the last 3 years. He taking the nation by surprise, and he putting the NFL on blast as well. He athletic, he's strong, he agile, he got good field vision. But I I just like, damn, man, like where he been? He just came out of nowhere like a thief in the night, man. But when he on TV, man, I have to sit down and watch him. I have to sit down and watch him. I'm like, what he gonna do next? You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But with Shador, I kind of been seeing this leading up to a lot of that. And then what's so interesting about Dion, the owner of the Jets, I don't know why he said this. He said, but oh man, I would love to see him put on the Jets, having coach the Jets. I was like, oh my.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody said, do you really think Dion can go there and turn the Jets around? I said, I ain't gonna say he can't. You know, I mean, because what they've hired in the past, they can't even turn a grocery bag around. You know what I mean? Like I don't know where he get these coaches from, man. I don't know why he ain't trying to contact like a Bill Cowher or a Tony Dungy or Wade Phillips or somebody like that. People who have experience. Robert Saleh, I don't know where you came from, bro. Like, bro, you. I don't know. I don't know if you was a ping pong champion or what, but you definitely wasn't no football coach that anybody had eyes on. You know what I mean? So man, just like how Carolina Panthers should have kept the black guy that was coaching, where they won 7 out of 8 games last year, late. You know what I'm saying? And they get rid of him, man. And look at you now. Look at you now, man. You know, I can't call y'all a Panther, man. I gotta call y'all the Carolina Pussycats.
Well, see, the thing about the Jets, though, I don't know if the Jets' issue is so much of coaching at this point. I think it's, to me, I just think that it's the writing on the wall that people not really trying to pay attention to. I think at the end of the day, it's more the fact that Aaron Rodgers is done. He's Peyton Manning last year. He's a step a little slower, like like Brady was towards the end. You know, Brett Favre when they retired. Hell, even Drew Brees. They were like you could tell they weren't as great as they once were.
I can. If you look at when Brett Favre went to the Jets and you look at Aaron Rodgers at the Jets, I mean, Brett Favre was 10-6 at the Jets. You know what I mean? The first year he was 9-7. The second year he was 10-6. They make the playoffs. Went to the second round of the playoffs. It's like it ain't even close, bro. Bro, y'all are 1-6. Y'all dropped 6 races, and Stephen A. Smith did this goes out to you, man. I don't want to hear you say nothing else about that, but about no other quarterbacks, because you always big up Aaron Rodgers. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe he should come and commentate with you, because throwing the football ain't in his favor no more.
I said before the season started that I get it. He got hurt so quickly last year that he wanted to kind of make a amends for himself, redeem himself. But I said then that it might have been a bet for him to retire then, like last year. And the coming back, he just don't look like himself. He look unsure half the time. And I just feel like at the end of the day, his best bet is after this year to retire. He may not want to, because he want to try to play maybe 1 year with Devontae Adams, but it's just not there. You think about it, the man got Breece Hall, you got Devontae Adams, got Garrett Wilson, you got all
Ain't
these
no
guys.
line. Ain't no line though.
But I'm saying, but you only can score 13, 14 points. You barely getting 20 points a game. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? If you that guy, you got to figure it out at some point. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be sorry. You just can't be that bad the whole time. You know what I mean? So I just feel like at the end of the day, he need to figure something out. But anyway, we're gonna come back. We're gonna take a quick break here on 910 Sports, and we'll be right back. Okay, we back here on 9 on Sports TV once again, or whatever. But anyway, let's talk about what was the biggest game yesterday?
Oh, back up. I'm gonna say the Jets organization. Who you guys ain't had a good offensive line with Favre.
You said who got a better
That's
line?
a long time ago, man.
Huh?
No, I said they haven't had a good offensive line there since Brett Favre was the quarterback at the Jets. That's the last time an okay offensive line. So I don't really know why these teams invest all these money in the skilled players, but the offensive line is one of the most skilled players in the building, man. Because to take that pound that they take in protecting the quarterback, y'all don't want to invest any money into the offensive line, and that's all teams, man. That ain't just one team; it's all teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like Jerry go get rid of Tyron Smith, and we hurt him for real.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, because to be honest with you, let's just look at it for real quick. Other than Kansas City with Tyreek Hill, and they've even proven they can win without having a number one receiver like that, big time receiver. What teams really over the last maybe 10, 15 years have won a championship with like a top 5 receiver? You know what I'm saying? Usually you have pretty good skill players, and then you might have that one. You know what I mean? You might have that one standout, but you might have a group of guys you depend on, like Brady did or whatever, and then you kind of go from there with it. You feel what I'm saying? So one of those things where you're not necessarily in a situation where you need a bona fide number one receiver. You don't need him to pay a receiver 35, 40 million. Because think about it, you got Jamar Chase, you got Justin Jefferson, you got DK Metcalf, you got all these receivers, and none of them won a championship yet. Ain't even sniffed the Super Bowl. The only one, and I wouldn't even call Deebo Samuel necessarily a number one. He's a great receiver, but he's not necessarily like a number one receiver, whatever type. So, you got all these so-called great receivers, but you know what I'm saying? But not necessarily, to the point where they, my bad, bro. My bad. This is real time, y'all. This is in real time. So Washington just won the game on a Hail Mary. It was crazy. Oh my God. My bad, y'all. My bad. This is real time, y'all. So Jay,
you're right. Man, we talk about sports, so you gotta get it there. You know what I mean?
It's crazy because we talking sports, and Jayden Daniels just won the game on a Hail Mary, bruh. He threw the ball about 65 yards. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was, I'm just gonna give y'all a quick play what just happened. So Jayden Daniels dropped back. He was running around for about 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Because Jayden Daniels is very hard to get down. He's like Lamar Jackson. He ran around for 10 seconds. He pretty much threw the ball from the other side on the 40, on their side of the 40-yard line. And the guys, they was maybe about at the 2. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly where he threw the ball from, what line he threw the ball from. So he runs all the way back to the 30. He runs up. He throws it from the 35-yard line down to the 2. You know how hard that is? I guarantee you, it's not 10 quarterbacks in the NFL that can throw the ball from 35 to the 2. And they tipped it up. The Bear player tipped it up trying to knock it down, and it ricocheted back into the end zone, and one of the tight ends for Washington happened to be in the back of the end zone to catch it. So tonight when y'all go on whatever ESPN, NFL Network, watch the highlights because they're going to be talking about this all day long. And see, this is what I'm talking about, Jacob. When we talk about, because when Washington won a couple weeks ago, I heard Chris say, oh, same old Washington, basically losing. I know he didn't mean it the way he said it, but that's the way it came out. And I said, no, even when Washington loses now, it don't feel the same. You know what I'm saying? Because when they played against Baltimore, you felt like, oh, they were still in the game. They still had it was a respectable loss. They didn't lose by 40. Stuff like this don't happen to us. We don't get Hail Mary catches, you know what I'm saying, like this. It don't happen to us. If anything, somebody do it to us. We don't do it to other teams. And I'm sitting here, everything I love, Jacob. I was sitting here watching these last two plays. I said, if we get it to the 50-yard line, we might have a chance. Because if we get it to the 50 and he can get it to the end zone, you just never know what's going to happen. And it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry about that, y'all. That's just my team.
And the thing about it, y'all weren't playing against no slouch team. Because Chicago is not a slouch team this year.
No, they 5-2 too, I think. They 4-2,
Yeah.
5. They like maybe, you know, only reason why they might not be first in the division because of course Detroit been balling out, and you know, but Minnesota lost 2 in a row. So if they would have won it would have been like second in the division. So they Bears are playing a respectable ball. You know what I mean? But see this is what's gonna create the legendary games between Chicago and Washington. Watch how they put them on the schedule against each other almost every year now. Because now you got the number 1 and number 2 pick in the draft. They set up the NFL for the next 10, 15 years for these guys to play against each other.
Right.
Jay already creating this legendary thing aura around him already. So, and this right here just adds to it. So now he's going to be must-see TV. So every year you're going to have to put him against Caleb Williams if Caleb Williams keeps getting better, which he has been. So if he gets better and Jay Daniels get better, now you got Montana Aikman. You know what I'm saying? Now you got, you know, Brady Man.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
The 3 premier quarterbacks in the league is gonna be Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, and Justin Stroud.
Yeah. So anyway, man,
those are the youngest. Those are the youngest quarterbacks that's not 25 years old yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, it's setting up for a very exciting season. Already exciting season. But the last 8-9 games of the year is going to be very exciting. We just went from 5-2 to 6-2. We play the Giants next week. If we beat the Giants next week, we in a good position to definitely make the playoffs, or whatever. Because I just don't see us losing. If we go 7-2, basically, and I think after that we got a bye week. I don't see us losing no more than maybe 2-3 more games going into.
We might not even make the playoff.
We'll see tonight. If y'all don't beat the 49ers in the situation tonight, the 49ers basically got everybody hurt me. I think they was about to call me and you up to play wide receiver or whatever this weekend because, you know, they about as banged up as Tampa Bay. So I knew Tampa Bay pretty much was going to lose that game today because they got Chris Godwin out and they got, you know, and Mike Evans is out. And if you look at the 49ers, I think Debo might be back tonight. But I think, you know, of course, Ayuk is out and Jennings is out and McCaffrey is out. So they down to like, they dang the 3rd string wide receivers out there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but we're gonna see that Dalvin Cook look tonight.
Yeah, and then Dalvin Cook's supposed to play for y'all tonight too. So that might give y'all some offensive punch.
That's right.
If Dalvin Cook looked. I wonder why Dalvin Cook hadn't been playing. So he must have been hurt or something when he first got picked up. You know what I mean? For him how to start for this to be his first game because he got signed about 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Whatever. But we're gonna take a quick break. But I want to ask you a question about something because I want to say something to you and just like how I always get up and mess with you about riding with players that a lot of people won't ride with. I'm gonna ask you what you think about this player, how he played today, and we'll be right back here on 910 Sports. Okay, we back here on 910 Sports TV. So I want to ask you. So you know, I'm more of a fan of Tua than a lot of people.
Okay.
And I said, well, and I know they lost by 1 today, but it looked different. You know what I'm saying? As far as the way they play, they could get up down the field a little bit, they score. I said,
and who they lost against?
Who did they lose against? Let me look to see who they played. I know you about to say something. I know you about to say something crazy because you probably already know. You know what I'm saying? You probably know who they lost to, but that ain't the point. You know what I'm saying? The point ain't who they lost to. The point was at the end of the day they looked better.
They lost to New England, right?
Yeah, they lost to New England, but that ain't the point. New England played everybody hard. You know what I'm saying? You have
Icon.
be honest with me.
Icon.
New England don't get blown out. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is Tua make them offense a way different than what it was. You got all these Skylar Thompson and all these people out there that's trying to play quarterback for Miami, and Tyreek Hill. You think Tyreek Hill was doggone a wide receiver that just came from UPS or something? The way he been looking the last couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? They can't get the ball to him. So all I'm saying is Tua is better than what people try to give him credit for. Now this is what I don't understand. When his whole so how many concussions had the man had?
About 5.
5?
About that much, 5. Because they speculating that he had them earlier than even it was diagnosed. You know, when he went and took the X-rays and stuff, the scans and stuff, they was like, man, the doctor did recommend him never to play again, man. You know what I mean?
So, because this is what I'm not understanding. I've seen players get second and third concussions, like wide receivers and running backs, and I'm like, why they don't talk about them in the same light as they talk about Tua? I said, has Tua gotten that many more concussions than everybody else?
I'm pretty sure, man. I'm man. Listen, I just he looked pretty crazy out the other day to me. Like I seen one play, man, was like he was drifting off. I'm like, man, he all right? Is he okay? Is he okay to play?
I mean, well,
I was like, oh man, fix it, Jesus, fix it.
You said what?
Fix it, Jesus, fix it. I said that boy don't need to be playing no football. He need to take the rest of this year off and see how things evaluate. If he can come back next year, man, I'm scared for that boy, man. I'm scared for Tua, man, for real, man. I feel like Ryan Clark feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like at some point. Well, see, this is the thing we don't know. Like, how is it affecting him at home? Because my thing was, your dad, he played professional sports. What he played? His dad played baseball, right?
Yeah.
So his dad played baseball.
His dad played for the San Diego. I think his dad played for the San Diego Padres, the Minnesota Twins, and the Mets.
So my thing is somebody in the house who could say, listen, you're going to get guaranteed $90 million, I think it is, 90 or something like that over 2-3 years. So money-wise, you're good. I get that you actually lived your dream. If you played in the NFL 2-3 years, 3-4 years, you've lived your dream. So it's not like you didn't make it. You actually had an opportunity to play at the highest level. So nothing else you could tell your grandkids and whoever else want to listen. At some point in my career, I played at the highest level you could play in sports. So is it worth continue to play and you're gonna be dealing with this head trauma for the rest of your life? If anything, I don't know how much it contributed to it, but I've been telling you for the last couple of weeks, watch the Aaron Hernandez story. Or whatever. Watch the bio series on Aaron Hernandez, and you could see that the fact that his coaches and they make Bill Belichick look bad in this. Bill Belichick didn't care about really his livelihood like that. He just cared about wins and losses in football or whatever. But at the end of the day, maybe all them hits that Aaron Hernandez was taking, and it wasn't just in the NFL. Apparently he had been getting concussions probably since like middle school and high school. So at the end of the day, maybe all that contributed. And then they said when they looked into Aaron Hernandez's brain, they said he had the worst case of CTE that they've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it was. So I'm not saying he right or wrong for killing all them people, but I know that's one of the symptoms.
Killing all white people. Killing all white people.
The man killed about 4 people.
Man, I can't. You act like the man killed 26, 27 people.
It don't matter. It's a lot of. First of all, he was getting in a fight. He was killing people for no reason. He killed 2 dudes in one night because one of them spilled the drink on him, and he felt like they didn't apologize right. So he doggone shot them right outside.
We you know, Cam Newton talk about how off he is, you know, because Cam played with him at Florida. So you know, Cam was like, man, he was like somebody that you ain't want to bump into and look him up and down. Go, no, he ain't going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He killed them 2 people. We still don't know why he killed his sister's fiance boyfriend. They still never found out why he killed him. You know what I'm saying? So he, you know, and then he shot his best friend in the face because he got paranoid and his best friend was gonna snitch on him, and his best friend was the one that was. Now in today's era, you probably almost dang to understand after the whole Lil Durk situation. I kind of understand now, like, dang, the man that pretty much took care of you, coming out of jail and everything, and you still snitch on the man. Like, golly, like these jokers today, boy. I said, whoa, like I don't condone or condemn snitching, wherever it is, but when you got you gotta have some sense of loyalty. Come on now. When it comes to certain stuff, like, come on now.
Man, we're gonna have to start printing up some t-shirts and have some t-shirts that say, please don't tell on me.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta have something, because it's ridiculous, man. This is kind of ridiculous out of hand. Like, how many of these folks is like committing these crimes and then telling on the people they commit the crimes with. I'm just like, that I don't condone. I don't condone that. If you commit a crime with somebody, but it's one thing if you snitching like a Gunner situation. I almost understand Gunner situation. Because Gunner like, I'm just here to rap. Whatever y'all got going over there, that's what y'all got going over there. I'm here to rap. You know what I'm saying? So I understand Gunner situation. But some of these other situations, nah, I'm just like, bro, y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I regress, man. I get back to this whole thing with football, man. Yesterday I was watching.
Man, what? Breaking news.
What?
The Carolina Panthers have signed Sean Sugarcombs to a quarterback.
You stupid. I thought you were talking about for something for real. Hey, they might well sign. I thought you were talking about something for real. So let's get into the NBA a little bit. Let's get to the NBA.
Boy.
So I know you're not the biggest NBA fan like right now because you think they softer than cheese. But I will say this. I've been kind of early on trying to watch certain things about certain teams. So let me just kind of go into the teams that's supposed to be the favorites this year. So let's start off in the Eastern Conference or whatever real fast. My man Jacob, he'll be back on here in a minute. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna I'm gonna take a quick break, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna get into this NBA, this whole NBA thing, man. And talk about opening week of the NBA. Then cause we're gonna have to get into the World Series too. NBA week 1. So we're gonna get into that. And you know what, as soon as he comes back, I'm gonna get into that MLB because I'm very I normally don't really get too excited about the World Series too much, but it's been a pretty good one, and it's been very intriguing watching these players play. And because the Yankees and the Dodgers are pretty evenly matched, both of them have big major superstars, and the crazy both team superstars are struggling right now, and so that's the biggest thing right now. That both team superstars are struggling, and so we wait for Ohtani day because it's almost like every time Ohtani go up and Aaron Judge goes up the bat, you almost dang near. It's like watching Steph Curry shoot a 3 or Durant take a jump shot, or you almost figure that they gonna make a play no matter what, no matter the circumstances, and no matter how bad they've been playing, they're gonna hit that next shot or whatever. And it just hasn't happened for them to get that big hit yet. That big double, triple home. It don't even got to necessarily be a home run. I think that's a lot of times the issue. But let me take a quick break and I'll be right back on 991 on Sports TV. Okay, I'm back. I'm back here on 991 on Sports TV. So the thing about it is, y'all, is I think the biggest problem sometimes with a superstar player like an Ohtani, a Aaron Judge, even back in the day, like Alex Rodriguez. These are some of those those guys that's like big, there's big hitters, there's I was just saying, Jacob, man, instead of getting to the NBA, I was gonna get into the MLB real quick, World Series, right fast. And so I'm very intrigued this year because like we talked about on the phone. The Yankees and the Dodgers are very evenly matched. The problem with both teams right now is their biggest stars are struggling. And I think what happens is sometimes when you have players that are more home run hitters, have power hitters, it's harder for them to get going because they keep looking for the big hit, the big home run, instead of let me just get a double, let me get a single, let me just get on base and get that going first versus worried about trying to get a home run. So I think if both of them kind of calm down and say, listen, let me just put bat on ball and see if I can get it in play versus because you notice, especially they almost striking out every time because they keep going, they swinging at that balls that pretty much either out of the strike zone or even if they're in the strike zone, they dang near unhittable. Because people just think if a ball in the strike zone is a hittable pitch. Nah, if you know anything about baseball, every pitch is not hittable. You know what I'm saying? But so what you think about, what's your thoughts on the World Series so far?
A lot of people say Dodgers in 6. A lot of people say a lot of people say Dodgers in 5. A lot of people say Yankees in 6. I just really think, man, who is better at the bat and who can rally during the crunch time of the game when the game is close. If you got at least 4 hitters that can rally behind that team is going to win the series. If they do it consistently each team, that team is going to win the series.
Yeah. So, because I think right now the Dodgers have figured out something because, like they say with the Yankees have to rely on their starting pitching. The Dodgers more rely on their relief pitchers. So, if the Yankees starting pitching is bad in the first 3-4 innings, they kind of done. They shot. You know what I mean? Because they don't really have their bullpen is not as strong as the Dodgers. Dodgers is the kind
it's not.
If the Dodgers starting pitcher holds up and then they get to the bullpen, it's almost lights out. You know what I mean? So they pitcher really, the Dodger pitcher only really got to maybe pitch for maybe 5 innings. If he can give you 5 solid innings and maybe give up no more than about a run or 2, they have a chance. But if they like, let's say come to Northern Light game 3, their pitcher gets blasted early, that's gonna favor the Yankees or whatever, especially being at home. You know what I mean? Now they did say earlier today that Ohtani will tomorrow night, so he good to go or whatever for all you Dodger fans. I'm going for the Dodgers just because I never liked the Yankees. I don't know.
Of course you don't like the Yankees because you're a Braves fan. Of course.
I told you that I'm not a Braves fan. I just thought the Yankees fans was arrogant to me like the Cowboys fans back in the 90s. I just didn't. They were too arrogant for me, so I just didn't like the Yankees. I really
hold up, Icon. Arrogant is arrogance being proud of your team? Is arrogance, thinking that, oh yeah, man, I gotta represent my team, man. This is who we are. You know what I mean? I don't understand.
They just get on my nerves. They got on my nerves. Like the Yankees nothing to talk about in 20-something years, so they've been kind of quiet. But now you see Stephen A. Smith, all that extra, and then Spike Lee and with the New York teams, and they just extra for me for no reason. I'm just like, bro, just enjoy the game. Y'all gotta always be extra when y'all team winning a little bit. Like I just get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? It was so bad.
I just think LA people are extra too, bro. I think LA people think they been the whole world. Like, if you a Lakers fan, if you a Rams fan, if you if you're a Dodgers fan, LA Sparks fan, y'all just think y'all better than everybody just because y'all from LA, man.
Yeah,
You know,
trust me.
huh?
If LeBron James was not on the Lakers, I would I wouldn't care 2 iotas for the Lakers. 2 iotas. When LeBron James finally retired from the Lakers, trust me, I
I don't
will.
even. I'm still puzzled even why he even went.
I get it because it was more of it was more from a.
No, man. I just think if there was no Magic Johnson, he would never went to the Lakers in a million years. Never.
It's more of, I think, from the entertainment side too. Like he had all that. He got production companies and all that kind of stuff trying to do out there too. So I think it was more because from the business side too to be so
Yeah,
he
he
can.
is a businessman. Most
Yeah,
definitely. One of the best.
do with that too, not from the basketball standpoint. Now, I do believe he felt like he would have won more than one championship by now being out there. Because I do believe, because the thing about it is Rob Pelinka and Jenny Buss has failed him miserably. They failed him. There's nowhere else to put it. They don't know how to put a team together. They failed Kobe his last 5 or 6 years, and they're doing the same with LeBron. They wasted his talent, him and AD. AD is having the best probably 2 years of his career.
Man, you know why Jenny Buss failed people. I can't say it because we on TV, but yeah, Jenny Buss. Yeah, okay.
Don't he go there? Don't he go there? But yeah, it just frustrates me to no end. And the thing about it is, the Lakers is the only team you see on social media, on websites every day where they talk about, oh, the Lakers is rumored to trade for this player, and the Lakers is rumored to trade for that player. I'm like, Rob Pelinka is not going to trade for nobody until he absolutely have to. So the only way the Lakers will make a trade if at the trade deadline and LeBron actually pretty much holding him hostage, making him do it. Other than that, Rob Pelinka is a fact. He's stealing money from the Lakers being a GM. It's absolutely nothing. You basically brought back the same team from last year. Now, if you brought back the same team from last year, you better had at least got to the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference Finals, or in the finals or whatever.
Is
3 or 4 games.
Is Rob Pelinka and Jenny Buss dating because she won't fire him, man?
They got to be, because my thing is, how do you as a GM think, oh, we lost in the first round 2 years ago, 2 years in a row to the same team. I think we should bring the team back again. What? Who thinks that way? No. You should have got rid of D'Angelo Russell. AR-15 is overrated. You know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily saying to get Zach LaVine, but somebody better than this. What you got now? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we hold our whole team based on AD, LeBron, and if Dalton Connect become the next doggone Mike Miller or something, then we in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what you telling me. You telling me it's LeBron, AD, and Mike Miller cousin. That's what you telling me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I ain't got no smoke, man.
Kyle Culver nephew. That's what you telling me. So we got Kyle Culver and we got LeBron and AD on the team. That's what you telling me. That's what we putting our bet on for the season.
So we got Doug Christie, little cousin. All right.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. That's what you telling me we got. You know what I'm saying? We got Larry Bird illegitimate son. That what y'all making it seem like he about to be. You know what I mean? So if that's what we betting on, then I'm already telling you I'm out. Now we start off 3-0. Pretty good start. I don't think the Lakers started 3-0 since LeBron been there. And the thing about it is, what people don't realize, LeBron's teams are notorious starting off slow. Even when he was with Miami with the big three, his teams always notoriously start off slow. So for them to be 3-0, everybody gonna be, we're gonna be in the finals. No. Pump your brakes. It's not happening. We're not gonna be in the finals unless we make a trade. Because if we rely on D'Angelo Russell one more year in the playoffs, we're going to be disappointed like watching James Harden play. We're going to be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably going to take one last break, and we'll be right back here on 910 Sports TV. Okay, we back here on 910 Sports TV. Shout out to the VGN Network, our executive producers, Kimmy K, Senior G, Zeno FM, whatever, who also holds us down on the radio side. Independent Chicks, our girl Tiffany Real, T-Dub Entertainment, all the countries around the world that carry us from Venezuela to and shout out to the rest in peace to what's the name?
DJ Clark Kent. DJ Clark Kent.
Well, I was gonna say Venezuela. I think it's saying his name. What is his name? Venezuela, the baseball player that just died.
Yeah. I know you're talking about. He played for the Dodgers. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can't think of his name.
His family, but also like different countries: Germany, Guam, Russia, Ireland. You know what I'm saying? British Columbia. All the different countries around the world. Hawaii, Canada. You know what I'm saying? Spain.
Everybody.
So I just want to shout out them. But real quick, I do want to say this. I'm gonna go ahead and make a prediction now. My early NBA prediction. Like I said before, and I told you this offline. I got Dallas in the finals right now in the finals in the West, and I'm gonna say New York in the East. That's my early prediction. Now it may change as the season go along, because I'm gonna say this: Denver, Colin Cowherd. I love Colin. I like Colin. He's one of my favorite people to watch. A lot of people don't like Colin Cowherd. He put Denver in this little group of teams that got a chance to win. Denver, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Mike Malone, it's over with. And at least for this year. Y'all have entirely no bench. None. You can't rely on Jamal Murray. Doesn't show up every night. He only shows up against the Lakers in like half the season. So y'all can't rely on Jamal Murray to get y'all back to the finals. It's not.
I got Boston and Minnesota.
Boston and Minnesota. Okay. The only reason why I'm skeptical on Minnesota is I don't know if.
Well, I'm gonna say this: if Julius Randle stay healthy, because I was looking at his numbers, man, he averaging 24 points, 9 boards, and 4 assists thus far. You know what I mean? So we gonna see if he can stay healthy.
I gotta see another jump in Ant Edwards. Like Ant Edwards, to me, I gotta see a little bit more production from him sometime on a given night. Sometime I think, he does a lot of this chirping. Cause I don't know what you said, if you seen what he said to Jared Vanderbilt. He said, "That's crazy. You've been hurt for 2 years. That's crazy." I was like, "Come on, man. You dead wrong for that. How you gonna come with that, man, because he been hurt for 2 years?" You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "You wrong for." I said, boy, y'all gonna ain't no player.
Petty.
You know what I'm saying? And then he told, and I didn't realize he told this in the Olympics. He said he told Jason Tatum, "I don't know what you warming up for. You ain't playing."
Man, you know what? We love y'all here at 901 Sports TV. But we just want to say we thank y'all for tapping in. Oh man.
I said, "What? That doggone dog is hell." You know what I'm saying? When he told that man, "I don't know what you warming up for. You ain't playing." Golly, boy, I tell you what. I said, "Man, you can be my friend, boy. I'll be there. Man, you be fighting on the regular back in the day." You know what I'm saying? You tell me some mess. I'm already mad I ain't getting in the game. Coach already told me he ain't gonna play me. You know what I'm saying? And now you come with your bull job. I'm good. But anyway, y'all, man, thank y'all for coming on tonight, man. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful week, man. We're glad y'all tuned in for another episode. 910. Hold on. I ain't ready to end this thing right anyway. But you know what I'm saying? But we thank y'all for watching us, and y'all have a blessed and wonderful weekend. We out of here.
Out of here.